at Crandon. I don't know what year this is as far as what running of it, but man, it's been over 40 years now, 40, 50 years here at Crandon. So we're gonna race this weekend in the Pro 2 class. Was able to talk to Ryan Beat. He had a truck that I was able to get in, came out, got to do a day of testing, which is awesome. I feel a lot better this year than I did the year before, a little more prepared. So rain hit hard, so it rained all last night. Track's flooded, but it's gonna be good for this weekend. It looks like weather's supposed to be nice all weekend. I look forward to having some good laps, enjoying myself, and ripping around out there in the Pro 2. So check it out, keeping the number 38 alive and off-road. So representing the sponsors here, and gonna go have some fun, so stay tuned.
All right, Ryan, so what's on the schedule for today?
Today we got qualifying. We were supposed to have practice, but it rained all night, so they canceled practice, and we're going straight to qualifying now. So pretty stoked on it. The team's ready. We did our homework. We've been testing, and ready to go straight to qualifying. So it should be good. We got me and Brian in Pro 2. We got Gray Ledbetter in Pro Light. We got Wyatt Miller, the Thriller, in Pro Spec. Ready to have a good weekend, so it should be good.
And you've been putting a lot of time into Brian's truck, huh?
Yeah, we've been putting a ton of time into Brian's truck. We came out and tested for like a whole day. I mean, he did close to 100 laps in one day, so we put in the work. He's fast. He'll be up front. He'll be a contender. I'm excited.
How's your season going so far? How are you in points right now?
So right now, we've been having a pretty good season. I'm like third in points. I think I'm 49 points out of the lead right now. So it's been pretty tight. We have a couple wins, and honestly, we could really use a good weekend. There's a lot of trucks, so to get a win here and to have the guys that are in front of me finish behind me is definitely a big advantage, especially when we're going to be finishing in California. But so far, it's been a good year. We've had a couple bad weekends, but you know, we're coming in this weekend on a high.
Brian said he's going to be battling in the front this year. You actually got the test.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Okay, so last year Brian just came out here. He was just winging it, you know, and he still did pretty good. But he definitely did his homework. I heard he burned like a gallon or like a freaking full barrel of fuel. So like, yeah, he's probably gonna be pretty competitive. I'm sure we're gonna be throwing some cores at each other, but it'll be fun, man. Brian's fun to race against.
So this is Mike. He's from New Zealand, right? So we're doing. He does mainly drift, right?
Yeah. Just well, we've got short course in New Zealand, but it's pretty grass. I grew around a Pro Light. It's old 2009 when you guys were running like the 4-banger ones. Yeah. But my first time Pro 2, I've done like 5 laps at ERX. Went out with Andrew Carlson. Just pretty much chucked straight in the deep end and running with freaking these guys.
Put him in the Pro 2 class.
Oh man, yeah.
So he's a good driver. He'll figure it out. But that's Crandon, dude.
Yeah,
it's literally, if you have the Connect and you have the truck, you can race. It's like, get your pro card, you're fine. Just get a line up. Yeah. You'll see. It goes from really good dudes to dudes that are like, you're like, what the hell are they doing?
Right.
It's pretty fun. So we got the Pro 2 here. Pro 2 with the V8. These things are tons of power. It's got a turbo 400 transmission, which is like a 3-speed automatic. Rally car had more sequential shift. These are made to be a little more of a spec truck, so it's more of an affordable class to race. It's like highest of the pro classes. The only thing that's like up there with it is Pro 4, and that's unlimited budget, so it gets a little crazy. 4-wheel drive. So anyway, here, solid roll cage. Hopefully I don't need that. I always kind of pride myself on finishing the race with most of my body on. I try not to be one of those guys who just runs into everyone. Usually that's the kids that their parents are paying for their racing and they can afford to do that. They'll just start running into everyone, but I try to race a little more respect in 4 wheels. I'm gonna keep the 38 alive here. We got, Monsters back me in off-road forever. And all my moto sponsors and also off-road sponsors. Hella Lights is the new one for me, so that's lighting. They've been around for over 100 years. Old school rally lights, those round ones, they're the ones who kind of started all that. But either way, it's cool that they came on this year. Bill Stein shocks, works out good because Beat runs them too. And these are set up really good. I got in the truck and didn't make one change. I actually did make a change and made it worse. So that's that rear bumper. Hopefully I'm not using this too much, getting run into, but I like the big rear bumpers. A lot of guys don't run these and they just run through and rip can rip your panels off and rip your into your parts and shock and wheels. But Pete will do his style tire basically with the Toyos. That's his basically cut and style, so we'll try it out. And like I said, Can-Am also is a big backer of me. They've backed me for many years, so I'm stoked that they're a part of this whole deal also. So that is the cockpit, got the seats, full head restraints, we got air, you strapped in. There is no windshield. A lot of people don't realize this, but there's no windshield in this form of racing. So when you're going 20, 30 trucks wide through the first turn at about 100, 120, you're getting roosted by like, you know, 600 horsepower V8s pulling tear-offs. So I think it's pretty gnarly. You guys like sometimes try to block with your hand, this, that, but you can break your arm doing that. So that's probably the sketchiest part, I would say. But full roll cage, containment seats, strapped in. Obviously the biggest fear in truck or four-wheel racing is fire. That's for me, it's probably the biggest fear. So you always got to be smart with that, but that has a lot to do with who builds your trucks and how good they're built. So these guys do a good job. But other than that, we are at the Champ Off-Road Series. Crandon is the OG track. This track's been here forever. So either way, hopefully we have a fun weekend, and our crash damage bill is 0, hopefully. So let's see how it goes.
What'd you qualify?
I think in the top 5. Not bad for not racing. The track was gnarly. It was so shined off, like shiny to thick cushion, a thick berm. One lap I tried to hit that berm and it just went, it just sucked me right in. I'm like, you can't do that. That was bad. I wasted the whole lap. I calmed down, said, okay, don't overdrive, and solid. It was good, but the track I don't think is gonna be like that. It's like shiny to like a super thick cushion. Like, I mean, that cushion, you can't even touch it. So, that's a wrap there. Qualifying. Today got a little, I wasn't sure how it was gonna go down because they clipped no practice today because of the rain. I'm like, damn, I need practice. Like, I haven't raced in like a year, so I'm like, I need the laps. So anyway, fortunately they put on a couple more laps in qualifying. The track got super shined off hard to a deep, muddy cushion, which is, it takes a little technique to drive. You cannot overdrive that stuff. And you gotta drive like calm and stay smooth and throttle control. And I feel like we probably had a few tenths lost each lap just in me not really like having my shift points down, like exactly where I should be shifting. And still, like, I feel like I'm going to first, but really I'm going to third. So I'm still like trying to learn the transmission pattern. Overall, it was an awesome qualifying session for just jumping in. That was the first laps I've had on the track here, race weekend. It was straight to qualifying. So we ended up 5th, I think, and then the times were all really close. So we were all within a second or half second to the top 5. So I'll take that. That's good. For me, just popping in and showing up and throwing down, and these guys are at the end of their season, that's good. You know, I'm happy with that. So either way, we'll get out. My goal is just to be in the fight. Like, I don't want to show up to a competition of any sort and not be in the fight. So anyway, we did our homework, did a lot of karting, a lot of stuff in the Can-Am, practice in my backyard on the dirt oval, and then Beat was cool enough to bring me out and let me get a full day here testing, and we're good to go, man. We hope we have a good, fun weekend. Weather looks good, and hopefully the fans show up. So anyway, it's good.